Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Satnam, and welcome back to the channel. I am Gobind, and this is your Channel for Grace. Thank you everyone that is here live, and thank you those of you watching the replay. We are going to talk about the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio and all of the astrological energies that are activating during this eclipse, when it's happening exactly, which is May 5th, and what are the starseed energies, what is the chakra and system of the body that is activated for this eclipse, what's the Sabian symbol, the Chandra symbol, and also the gene key, and just a little glimpse into the human design gate, because tomorrow evening at the same time, I'll be going over the human design chart, transit chart of this eclipse as well. So I have been doing the astrology and the human design for every new and full moon on this channel. And this is your opportunity to dive into what is what is affecting us collectively, but also what is affecting us individually as well in our own charts based off of where is this specific eclipse happening in our chart. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Before I dive into any of this, I do want to, again, thank you everyone for being here. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get notified of when I go live and when I upload videos. Also, I invite you to download my free moon astrology guide, which is in the link below. It will tell you what your psychic gifts are based off of your moon sign. It also enters you into my email list, and I send out a weekly moon magic report and also special announcements for any classes and things that are happening or coming up in our community. We also have a beautiful community platform that I invite everyone to join. This is where I host the new and full moon celebrations and ceremonies. This is where I host all of my online courses, Starseed membership. Everything now is on that platform. It's all in one space. It's amazing because we have a feed, and so we can post just like we would be able to do so on Facebook and comment on each other's posts, but it's a really beautiful private space just for us. And having everything in one place is so amazingly convenient, and we've been having so much fun over there. We have weekly and monthly yoga classes, and like I said, a lot of live events. We have a book club circle that we have going on. We're getting ready for our next book that we're going to read. and so many other amazing things about this beautiful community. So please join us, and let me say hi to everybody that's here. Hello, Raven. Welcome in. Hello, Veronica. Welcome in. Jeanette, Maricela, Raessa. Hello, hello. Thank you guys for being here. Nelly is here. Awesome. Good to see everyone. And thank you for joining us. And if you haven't said hi in the chat, make sure you say hi so I can say hi back. Now, I want to make a couple of announcements before we dive into today's content, because there's a lot of cool and fun things that are happening in our community. So I'm going to do a screen share to talk about some of these things. So we have an amazing retreat coming up in Sedona. This is basically the menu option of my website, but I'm going to click on that Sedona retreat. The retreat is happening May 18th through the 21st, and it is called the Moon Goddess Sedona Retreat. We have basically filled up. We rented a house and we filled up all the spaces. I think they're all full. We may have one space left. I'm not sure, but you don't actually have to stay with us at the house to do the retreat. You can join us and book your own hotel and just join us at all of the activities, which are going to be basically mostly outdoors. Some of them will be at the house. And so you can just come over whenever we're having those activities. So it is going to be freaking amazing. We're doing a drum making workshop, and which is an added option that you can add to it. And Dawn and I have been looking at the drum and the drum hides that we've gotten from the company that we ordered, and we're just getting so excited to be able to do something so magical together like that. We are going to be hiking some of the vortexes, doing a very, very, very special ceremony for our new moon in Taurus, which is activating a lot of powerful Hathor and Venusian starseed energy, and obviously hiking some of the amazing vortexes around Sedona. Cathedral Rock is one of them, and there's another beautiful hike we're going to be doing called the Temple of Isis. And we're going to be also stargazing and doing all this amazing activities together. You can actually go on my website and read some more about it. But really, it's just freaking magical experience. This is just a little video of an event that I had last year and on a full moon in Sedona. It was just so magical. Oh my God. I can't freaking wait to see you guys there. But I wanted to share that because I am just ecstatic about us coming together for this. It's going to be fucking amazing. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh, Sedona is a magical place for me. Sedona is one of the most powerful spiritual places. I have felt such a deep call to Sedona, and doing this work together with women has been really a dream come true, and just magic in the making. So if you feel called, please join us. There is still plenty of room because, like I said, all you really have to do is just get yourself there and join us at all of the activities. So magic. So that's one thing. Wow, I really got carried away with that one. I'm just getting really excited, right? We will be having another retreat in August for the Lion's Gate, and there's another opportunity. And as soon as this retreat is over, because I'm getting ready for it and planning everything, and oh my God, you guys are not going to believe all the amazing stuff we're going to do. I will put out all of the information to sign up for the Lion's Gate retreat, which will be very similar to this, except the difference will be it's co-ed and co-led by me and my husband. And so it's open to both men and women. This one is just a women's retreat. The next one will be co-ed. So yes, the next thing I want to share with you guys, the Moon Goddess training. I want to say congratulations to all of the goddesses that just completed level 1 and graduated from level 1. We had an amazing 9-week journey through the ancient initiatic path along the Nile, all of the temples, all of the chakras, and learning sacred geometry, the dimensions, all this magical and alchemical power that that we can now use in our daily lives. And so if you have graduated from level 1 last year but didn't get a chance to do level 2, we're now getting ready for level 2. So the registration is now open. Level 2 is, the cost is 1111. I am completely open to doing a payment plan if you need a payment plan. So you just have to reach out to me because the payment plans are getting set up basically separately. So we just do that not within the actual system outside, and then I give you access to the actual course within our Mighty Networks. The schedule has been updated, and we are also transitioning from level 1 and 2 being like a full-on live class to being a more of a self-study course. So I am in the process, so help me God, of recording all of the videos for a very professional looking and presented course that will give you basically like all of the hours that we put into doing this live. I'll have videos for everything, and it'll be super organized. And also I'll be able to lower the cost, and what I'm doing to compensate the time that we get to spend together live in the sessions that we did for the live events is a Moon Goddess cohort. And so this level 2 will be basically the last one that's going to happen, where we go live every Saturday. We're going to be meeting from 2 to 5 p.m. Pacific, most Saturdays starting June 10th. We're skipping a couple of Saturdays, but there's 10 total sessions for 3 hours together. And you'll get a taste of what that self-study course will look like, but you'll still have the live sessions, which is where we get to come together and do the Akashic record journeys together, the meditation together, and share, and then talk about all of the content for the week, which will be provided for you in video format. Raven says, I just signed up for the cohort. Yeah. So what's exciting is that once we have, the full transition, the only live course will be level 3, which is the actual Akashic certification. So if you want to become certified in the Akashic records, this is the course to take. And by the end of it, we've got some of the goddesses in here. I can promise you the community that we built together is like fucking magical. And the knowledge and what you're able to really provide for others, being able to do Akashic record readings is amazing. So I highly recommend that you check this out. Join us for level 2 if you have graduated from level 1 last year. And we start, like I said, on June 10th. So it's coming up. If you need a payment plan, please reach out to me. I am completely open to doing a personalized payment plan. I've been doing that for quite a few people. So don't feel like sticker shock. Just know that we can work it out. If you really want to be there and you're feeling the call, just let me know. We can make it happen. And this is really going to be the last one that I'm going to do in this way, where we go live for like 10 weeks in a row. 9-10 weeks in a row, and it gives a really, really beautiful, cohesive experience. And then the program will evolve, and we will have different opportunities to come together in the Moon Goddess cohort, which is the other thing that I wanted to share. And the Moon Goddess cohort is basically a membership that is only $9.99 per month. And so the option will be that you join the self-study course, and you can also join the cohort, which means that's your opportunity to join us for these monthly meetings and ask questions and have powerful discussions about all of the content, because there's so much information. Like, we just finished level 1, and more than half the class was like, I'm going to have to watch all of this again before we start level 2, because all of the ladies that are that just graduated from level 1 actually are signed up for level 1, 2, and 3 this year. So we can't wait to see all the new goddesses that will be joining us for level 2. It's like we've been like waiting for you guys, and now is the opportunity. So the experience is going to be magical, like I said, and we have so much information that having the opportunity to come together and keep the study alive, because I got a lot of requests in the Moon Goddess Training Level 3 last year that they wanted to keep the energy alive, keep learning, keep studying, keep revisiting these topics. So we're going to be doing that in the Moon Goddess cohort, which is open to anyone that has graduated from level 1, 2, or 3 of the Moon Goddess Training. And our first meeting is actually coming up on May 13th at 3 p.m. Pacific. So come join us for that. If you've graduated, it'll be a really nice way to stay in contact and maybe learn some new things and be inspired to take some of the next levels if you haven't yet gotten a chance to do that. So freaking exciting. So many amazing things that are happening. Hello, Megan. Welcome in. Rebecca is here too. Nice. Sweet. And Jennifer, welcome. So glad to see you guys here. So those are all the things that I wanted to share with you guys. Also, this is really random, but today I finally I got a hit, like an intuitive hit a while ago that I really wanted a Virgen de Guadalupe little pendant. I've always loved the image. It's basically the Mexican version of the Virgin Mary. They call her the Virgen de Guadalupe. And I really wanted a little pendant. And so today it arrived. So I wanted to show it to you guys because it is like, it's so pretty. Maybe I can put it with a black background and see if it works. Maybe hard to see. Oh, there we go. Isn't that like amazing? And she's got the roses on the bottom. She's like sitting on roses and she's got her hands open. I just love the open hands. Oh my God. And the halo. Like, I can't wait. I didn't get a chain for it, but I am going to be putting this on a chain and like literally wearing it all the time. And as we speak, Maria shows up, right? So amazing. I actually had this idea that I should probably get one of these for my mom, so she'll have one too, because she also loves the, the Virgen de Guadalupe. So, oh my God, are you serious, Raven? That's so crazy. And I literally had the thought of like giving one to my mom. So like we both have one. Like, I don't even know where that came from, but I'm like, Mother's Day is coming and I think she would actually really like this gift. So yeah, it's really amazing. Okay, awesome. I love that you guys love it too. So let's dive into this freaking full moon eclipse and talk about all the energies. I'm going to pull up the chart and then show it to you in a second. I just need to find where my pictures are over here. I know I took a picture of the eclipse. That was May 19th. Where did it go? Was it this one? Yep, here it is. Okay. Thank you guys for being here tonight. I love doing these broadcasts. Okay, so here is the chart for the Scorpio full moon eclipse happening on May 5th at around 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. So in the morning, sometime in the morning / afternoon-ish for the Eastern coast. But we're going to have this full moon, which will be in Scorpio, and it's an eclipse because when it's in the same sign as the nodes, most likely it's an eclipse because the nodes are the ones that rule like how the eclipses go down. And it'll be at 14 degrees, 58 minutes of Scorpio. Obviously the sun opposes that. And you can see over here that Uranus is very close to the sun in Taurus. You also have Vesta. She's known as the keeper of the sacred flame. You have Mercury, which is retrograde in Taurus, and obviously the North Node, which is also in Taurus. So there's a lot of energy in Taurus. It's heavy weighted on this side of the chart. But because it is a South Node eclipse, the bigger theme surrounding any South Node eclipse is karma. and the resolution of karma and the healing of karma, karmic patterns, all of that, which means that it can feel really heavy because it brings up things from the past that have to be resolved, that maybe you are already resolving, and it brings in sort of this completion energy to it. Full moons are always like the finishing of the cycle of the moon of that season, meaning technically we should have we always have the new moon before the full moon of the season, but now we just so happen to have the full moon first before the new moon. But because we had an eclipse 2 weeks ago in the sign of Aries, and now we're having this full moon eclipse in the sign of Scorpio, this is the completion of the last 2 weeks, but also the closure of a bigger cycle that started 6 months ago. Eclipses happen every 6 months. So 6 months ago, there was a powerful eclipse season that we had. And then now we're having another one. So this is closing off the 6 month cycle, and then also closing off the sort of smaller window between in the next couple of days and like 2 weeks ago. So a 2 week window where whatever has really, showed up in your life 2 weeks ago. And even think back to the new moon in Aries, which happened exactly on March 21st, which was the spring equinox. There was a new moon in Aries at 0 degrees. And then at 29 degrees, there was that new moon solar eclipse. So there was 2 new moons in the season of Aries, really making that season just like super charged with a lot of energy and fiery, like the spark of fiery creativity really coming alive, because Aries season is the first season of the zodiac wheel, means we start our journey all over again. And in ancient Atlantean wisdom, the journey always begins with Aries, the hero's journey. It's like a new adventure of our lives. So it started in Aries, right? And then now we're in Taurus season having this full moon eclipse, and there's a lot of connections here. Like there's a lot of links to everything that's been happening for you since the beginning of the astrological year, which was March 21st. So what are some of the other aspects that are happening during this eclipse? We have a trine to Mars. Mars is over here in Cancer, and the moon is making a loose trine to Mars. So that's beautiful. Trines always bring harmonious energy. Hello, Christina Maria. Welcome in. And these harmonious frequencies open up doors for things to maybe go a little bit more smoothly, or for us to feel like it's more aligned and less of a challenge and less of like friction and more of like ease and flow. And Mars in Cancer is teaching us right now about learning to move through the wisdom of our emotions. So emotional wisdom is, oh wow, Rebecca, that's crazy. Emotional wisdom is what we're learning right now, the wisdom of the emotions, and taking action once we really truly know what it is we're feeling and where our emotions are leading us towards. So we also have to look at the ruler of the planet of this eclipse, which is both Pluto, who is at 0 degrees of Aquarius, and Mars. So Mars and Pluto both rule these energies. And the energy of Pluto in Aquarius, the significance of it right now, at least, is that it's gone retrograde. And it's a very reflective energy, meaning it's asking you to reflect on anything that you are transforming, transmuting, releasing, letting go, mutating, so that something new can come to life, something new can activate in your life. So we're doing a lot of reflecting. So although this moon is very much an eclipse and it's an outer sort of intense emotional heightened energy, it is also a very reflective period because the ruler of this moon, at least when it comes to Pluto, is retrograde. And the retrogrades are reflective inner reflections, kind of like the Hanged Man energy in the tarot that tells you to wait and pay attention and contemplate and reflect. So, but the trine to Mars does bring in that beautiful, harmonious energy. The moon, there's another aspect here that's really important to look at, and it is Venus and Jupiter, who are actually during this eclipse in an exact sextile. Look at this, 27 degrees and 27 degrees. That's an exact sextile. That is beautiful. Beautiful because Venus and Jupiter are the two benefics. They always bring in good energy, good luck, abundance, the opportunity for growth and expansion, and good luck and material abundance, both material, but also like spiritual, like emotional, like just an abundance of things that feel good. So this is beautiful. And we are really able to open a door here to receive beautiful things. So what are we manifesting? Well, look at your life. Look at what's happening in your life right now. Look at everything that's changing, shifting, happening. That will tell you, like your environment tells you what is going on internally. Because of the law of correspondence, what is outside is what is inside, what is inside is what is outside. So it's very easy to see that our environment, to see how we're doing based off of our environment. Like, and how do you feel in general in life? Are you going through some heavy stuff? Are you in the process of that? Like, where are you in the process of transmutation? Because this is what's been going on. With the South Node in Scorpio, we're like doing major shadow work, major releasing, major letting go for like 16 months. Yeah, because it's going to be, we're in May, June, in July, the nodes switch signs. So yeah, it's the last 16 months we've been working on the Scorpio shadow work. So where is that in your chart? That's what you have to look at to find out where this is really truly affecting you. Look at your chart and find 14 degrees of Scorpio. And this is where the energy is affecting you personally. That's how to know where to look at from an individual perspective, how the transit's affecting you personally. Obviously, collectively, this is just the theme that we know and love so well of Scorpio, which is also about looking within. This isn't, again, more of an internal process because the Scorpion doesn't look outside. It lives inside in the darkness. It lives under the rocks, in the shade, in the caves, like they come out at night. Scorpions come out at night. And if you like hover like one of those like violet lights or neon lights or something like that, ultraviolet light, you can actually see the scorpions at night that they come out to play. That's their jam. It's in the darkness, and they have to be able to see in the dark, which means you have to be able to look within, deep within your soul, to find that inner light that shines from the inside, not from the outside, because the light that shines from the outside is only it's like an illusion. It's a perception. The true light lives within. And that's a huge lesson that Scorpio teaches us. The other really cool thing about Scorpio right here, these degrees, is that we have Centaurus starseed energy, and the Centaurus starseeds have to do with healing our Chiron wound. So whereas Chiron individually in your chart, he's being lit up right now. So what is that Chiron theme for you? That's a big deal to look at. This is Centaurus starseed energy is shamanic shifting, shamanic activations, shamanic journeys. So any kind of shamanic journey that you can do, go on, like explore on Friday, the day of the eclipse, is the perfect way to work with this energy. In fact, I think we should do a shamanic journey What do you guys think? Should we do a shamanic journey for our celebration? I think that would actually be really fun. We should totally do that. But yeah, so shamanic frequencies are very strong right now. And then the other really strong energy, because of all the Hathor, because of all the Taurus activation, is the Hathor and the Venusian stargates, with all the Taurus frequency that's holding on to there. We also have Venus on Orion. So the Orion stargates, the Orion star family, the seekers of knowledge, the keepers of the knowledge, keepers of the protectors of the ninth dimension, which is the Akashic of the universe. Venus, right? Making a sextile to Jupiter on Orion is another really beautiful stargate activation. And then Jupiter himself is on the Andromeda galaxy. And the Andromeda energy is all about the liberation of the soul. So we have a lot of helpers here. We have a lot of starseed energy found within this full moon eclipse. I love it. Okay, yes, we're going to totally do a shamanic journey on Friday. So come join us in the global community. Link is below for that full moon celebration. And we always party it up at the new and full moons. And we have a freaking virtual dance party, Club Jai. Like, you are totally missing out if you're not coming to these ceremonies. So those are the Stargate energies. Now, the chakra and system of the body, according to the ancient Atlantean wisdom, is the chakra below the feet, which is our anchor to the earth. Right? It's our anchor to this physical time-space reality. It's also known as hum in the ancient Atlantean language, which is the exhalation. It is the moment that spirit descends into matter, which means this is a very physical energy. It's a very physical eclipse. We will feel it in our bodies. And the system of the body is the excretory system, which when there's issues excreting, basically you're constipated and you can't let go. You're holding on to things. I mean, we all know like the huge problems that can cause in our whole body. So the excretory system, the teaching is that just always let go and always keep things moving and cycling. Don't ever get stuck on a story. Don't ever get stuck on something that is eventually going to hold you back the longer you hold on to it. So yeah, the Earth Star chakra, exactly. So it's really beautiful. It's a really powerful energy that we are seeing being activated with this eclipse. I am going to now go over the Sabian symbol and the Chandra symbol to give us a little bit of more of the kind of poetic meaning and add some more understanding to this. So the Sabian symbol on page 243, let's see what it is. A television newscaster refers to his cue cards, but ends up throwing them down in disgust and improvising a funny but penetrating take on the day's events. What is this about? According to the Sabian symbol, this is about having an individual take on a situation that has been oversimplified by the media. This can be skepticism about conventional media or media reality. This is, let's see what else, sticking with the data of the 5 physical senses. Okay, so there's the body again versus using the 6th sense to perceive life's hidden patterns. So it is about using our intuitive sense to perceive the patterns. This is about putting it all together intuitively and laying it down for all to see. Dare others to come up with a better interpretation. Condensing a story into its simplest elements without losing its essential truths. Playful, tentative readings of reality, having an inspired first take on a situation versus revising one's ideas after further study. So what I'm getting from this is that this is about listening to yourself. Yeah, appropriate, right? Exactly, right? The whole that whole thing in the news that's been going on. Totally, Jill. But yeah, it's about like, where is your intuition? You know, how do you discern? How do you find the truth? And this Pluto ruled moon is about finding truth and transparency, like total transparency. All right, let's go to the Chandra symbol on page 178. Here we go. A woman with a gold tooth, not truth. That's hilarious that that's what came out. A woman with a gold tooth, an extraordinary gift, very abusable and utterly redemptive. You invent, conceive, bring into being whatever you hope for and whatever you dread. Usually the dreads come up more first and dominate for a while. In this cycle, you scare up the world's most extreme melodramas, each one of them marked no way out, no way through. If you should outlast your dread demons, and you shall, you will find in a very different direction that there is equally powerful hope angels. Wow. You hope and wish and yearn for everybody to go free, and this wishing has deep uncanny power. For you have been nourishing for a very long time two counteracting worlds, the one dark and heavy with foreboding, the other swept clean by the magical will to bring the world around right. The one who made the light go out brings the light back in a seasoned tempered form. Let me read that again. The one who made the light go out brings the light back in a seasoned tempered form. And this renewed light is phosphorescent, glowing in the world's darkness, seeking the way clear, knowing it can be done. Wow. Whoa, that was epic. I loved that Chandra symbol. Oh my God. And here's something really interesting, because now we're going to go into the gene key. The gene key that this moon lands on is, you guys want to guess? Who wants to take a wild guess? Right? I won't let you wait too long. The first gene key. Number 1, baby. It's like, it has this aura of like the beginning of the journey, the beginning of something, the very first energy. So what is this energy about? Well, first of all, this gene key moves from the shadow of entropy to the gift of freshness, and then to the city of beauty, from entropy to syntropy. And we are going to read about the city, like we always do, to give us some powerful symbolism. All right. Beauty. The Promethean fire. Wait, right away. Okay, before I even go into this, Prometheus was the one who gave fire to the humans and then was being punished. An eagle would swoop down and eat out his liver every day. And then at night, the liver would grow back. Chiron, remember I said this moon has Centaurus starseed activations. The wounded healer got stuck by an arrow of Hercules through one of their trainings. And because he's immortal, he was going to be in like agony for all of time. So he gave up his immortality to save Prometheus, to basically release himself of the immortal pain, heal himself. And basically, how does he heal? How does he show us to heal? he literally shows us that we have to die to be reborn. The Promethean fire. As we have seen, the first gift is rooted in the power of light and fire. Here at the Siddhic frequency, this light is all that exists. And as it shines through a human awareness, it becomes what we call beauty. Beauty is the reason for life. And life is the reason for beauty. As one of the 4 great pillars of the cosmos, whenever this siddhi blossoms within a human, that person's life becomes a symbol of a directional shift within humanity as a whole. Therefore, it has great importance within the genetic matrix, even at the gift frequency. These 4 cornerstone gene keys mentioned earlier, the first, the second, the 63rd, and the 64th, meaning the first, the second, and then the last one and the second to last one, at their highest level represent a divine archetypal foundation that has been sensed by many different cultures and is embodied in the mystical literature of many diverse pantheons. These 4 principal energies, known as the Kabbalists, as the Hayoth HaKadosh, or the 4 holy creatures, and are also embodied in the Tetragrammaton, the so-called mystical name of God. The ancient Gnostic traditions worshiped them as the 4 elements. Native Americans knew them as the 4 directions, and the Egyptians carved them into the figure of the Sphinx. The Chinese I Ching, which is a keynote of the 64 gene keys, has at its foundation the 4 bigrams, universal principles that underpin the entire foundation of life in our cosmos. In our genetics, the principle of these 4 archetypes is reflected in the 4 bases, the 4 key letters of which all genetic language is creation. In light of these correlations, we can see the great importance of this first siddhi to our species as a whole. In human beings, this first siddhi is beauty, and as with all siddhis, it is also reliant upon its programming partner, the second siddhi of unity. Beauty lies in the unity of all. True beauty, when manifested and realized in a human being, presupposes a state of union with the totality. This union or oneness is not like anything we can imagine. Its beauty lies in the fact that it is simply so natural that it cannot be expressed. Every time it has been expressed, it has been misunderstood. The only way to understand the siddhic state is to die into it. And that means you must die into beauty. Whoa. The moment we humans look at something or feel something and proclaim it as beautiful, we have divided from it and left the state of unity. This is not true beauty, although obviously it has its reflections on the lower planes. True beauty is emptiness. There is no one to comprehend it and nothing to feel it. It simply does not exist. And this is the paradox. It is not true beauty if it can be spoken of, copied, or shared. It is unique and inexplicable. Beauty is the expression of unity in human form. At the lower frequency, we can only comprehend beauty through light or sound, whether that be a beautiful face, a sunrise, or a piece of music. Our notion of beauty is always rooted in the presence of something rather than its absence. True beauty has a greater connection to absence, to darkness, or silence. But even these words cannot approach it, being rooted as they are in the world of duality, language, and opposites. When the first siddhi dawns inside you, everything in this cosmos is experienced as beautiful and fresh. Even the shadow state is beautiful. In beauty, Nothing lies outside the unity of everything. Everything is experienced as a unique creative expression of this unity. Everything shines and drips with the essence of its uniqueness, and yet at the same time, it all shares a single source. When beauty catches fire inside you in this way, you cannot really become a teacher of others because you now no longer have anything to teach. How are you possibly to teach the experience of beauty? It is a fire that can only be embraced. Thus, the only fate left to you is to live your life as an example of what humanity will one day become. And your expression of that beauty and form will become a testament to our common future. To be awakened in this way is to become a great inspiration to humanity. In the past, many such people have suffered greatly at the hands of the masses. To be so dangerously unique and beautiful is to draw fire from the forces of jealousy and denial. The city of beauty is incomprehensible to normal consciousness, as it can only live out its uniqueness without compromise, no matter what happens to it. Thus, it endures in our mythologies and often becomes attributed only to our deities. It is the creative Promethean fire of the gods that is stolen by those few who have the courage to be obliterated by it. It is the primal masculine creative force within our universe and is embodied in the great lingam of penis of the Lord Shiva, as well as our great cultural symbols of male fertility. Ironically, beauty becomes enshrined as something outside of us, of something we should aspire to, of something we can never really attain whilst alive. In truth, beauty is our nature. It is right here, right now, inside each and every one of us. It is paradoxically found both in our absolute ordinariness and in our utter extraordinariness. You will recall that the foundation of the first gene key at the shadow frequency is the field of entropy, in which energy ceaselessly moves from order to chaos. Well, at the Siddhic level of frequency, where frequency itself is obliterated and transcended, we find ourselves in an eternal field of syntropy. Syntropy refers to the movement of energy within infinite dimensions, all imbued with consciousness and all united by order and love. When the inner divine fire is released through your DNA, you become capable of miraculous power. The codon ring of fire unites the two cities of beauty and bounteousness, the first and the 14th gene keys. As such, it represents the energetic germ at the heart of creation and the purpose of existence itself. To create that which is endlessly beautiful and to imbue it with the awareness that it is endlessly beautiful. Wow. So, the city of beauty and the gift of freshness. Can we move during this eclipse from the shadow of entropy, where we're kind of lost in this cycle of order, chaos, chaos, order, order, chaos, chaos, order, order, chaos, and actually transcend that in our lives to a higher frequency that moves into order and love instead of order and chaos? That's the message that I want all of us to take with us as we get ready for this powerful eclipse that is going to be happening in just a couple of days. And you're going to feel this energy activating, getting stronger and stronger and stronger until it reaches this powerful culmination. It's like if you think about, the energy of, the eclipse that we had 2 weeks ago in Aries, and how that's like a fire that sparks things to life. And then the culmination of it at this energy of beauty. Like, oh my God, there's 33 in the chat. This energy of like Siddhic divine beauty. You're like, whoa, what are we creating here? You know, really, what are we creating here? No words. Exactly. Intense, but I love it. Exactly what I'm working on and ready for. It feels like a pressure cooker right now. It really does. It really does. It's insane. 100%. I completely agree with that. Life is fucking crazy right now. So a sneak peek into tomorrow's broadcast, where I will be talking about the human design transit reading of this full moon happening at the first gate, which is called the gate of self-expression or the creative, found within the G center, which is the center of self-identity and direction, that makes with the 8th gate the channel of inspiration, and how all of that is affecting our human design chart. So excited to share that with you in tomorrow's broadcast. And again, thank you for being here in tonight's broadcast and joining us for this amazing energy that we're about to like dive into. So Sat Nam, thank you guys all so much. I will see you tomorrow, and I hope to see you in our global community and at some of the awesome events that are coming up very, very soon. Sat Nam. See you tomorrow.